this one, right? Hi, so I finally decided to work on this painting of Cersei Lannister. Whilst I paint, I thought maybe we could talk about the character. If you guys want to join, do tag along. Let's just have a chat. Let's talk about Queen Cersei of the House of Lannisters. This series had taken me through such an emotional roller coaster ride that once the series ended, kind of made peace with it and just shunned it away. But this unfinished work of Cersei keeps calling me out like, yo, why you gonna do me like that, huh? Why? So here I am trying to capture her famous wine quaffing scene, and I hope I do her justice. If Cersei happens to be your favorite character, don't come for me if you felt like I did not honor her properly, because I don't have any intention of rewatching this series over again anytime soon, because I feel that would take some mental preparation. Cersei is one of the most layered and complex female characters on the show. She's selfish, she's hateful, she's greedy, she's cold, but she's also very protective of the ones she loves. And above all, fierce, strong, and brave. She's also quick-witted, patient when necessary, and bold in execution. People hate Cersei because she knows how to play the game, and she's unapologetic about the way she conducts herself in a world full of men who contradicts her worth and intelligence. But surprisingly, she maneuvers them all. And Lena Headey's insane acting skills just caused us to feel a little twinge of compassion for the most irredeemable character on the show. Wait, apart from that Ramsay guy, of course. From the first season, you already know that she's evil and hateful, so one would think that this character is very predictable. Yet Cersei kept surprising us season after season. Not gonna lie, but as the series progressed, she became one of my favorite characters on the show. I would pick her over that weasel Jon Snow any day. Like, I can't believe I was banking on him. It's not the idea of him killing Daenerys. Maybe it was the right decision, but the way he did it, I lost all my respect for him, seriously. I can't believe I had a crush on him. What a coward. You know who's not a coward? Cersei. Cersei doesn't hide behind lofty principles of honor or birthright or common good like the Starks or Daenerys. She is who she is. And Daenerys, she got a little delirious towards the end, didn't she? Like a little sniff of that Iron Throne and she goes cuckoo. This is why Tyrion could be right about Bran being the king. I guess knowledge is power after all. But think about this, with Bran's knowledge and wisdom and his ability to see through time and space, would he really be interested on sitting on an Iron Throne and dealing with trivial matters of mankind? Like, come on. That boy has seen too much. Do you really think he would be interested in dealing with petty disputes sitting on that iron chair? His mind is expanded so much. I feel Sansa should have taken the Iron Throne. Okay, back to Cersei. So I still remember Cersei's last scene on the series when her entire world is collapsing. You can tell that she's struggling on the inside grip with fear, but she doesn't let it show like a sign of weakness until she sees Jaime and feels safe to let it all out. Those were the final moments of peace for Cersei before dying in Jaime's arms, while he reassured her that they were the only ones that matter. Apparently, like many, Lena felt that her character should have gone down with the fight. But Nicola, who plays Jaime, convinced her that their character's end was perfect. They came into the world together and now they live together. The incest thing is still... I want to talk a bit of Cersei's gown symbolism that is seen in the series. I hadn't noticed it until a costume blog pointed it out. Throughout the entirety of the first season and parts of the second, she was always in somebody's shadows, like Robert, her dad, Jaime, Tyrion, Ned, and Joffrey. It wasn't until the later seasons where her true lioness pride and colors were revealed. And it was nice to see her distance from those watercolored gowns and opt for a more Lannister look. It suited her better than those delicate gowns she was wearing. She slowly starts revealing her lioness pride, and the progress goes uphill from there. One of the most heartbreaking scenes of Cersei is when Jaime brings Myrcella back from Dawn. The whole scene just breaks your heart, especially when you see her running through the courtyard in the beginning. Like, when do you ever see Cersei go outside or run or genuinely smile? Maybe that was the first and the last time we ever saw Cersei display a honest emotion. A real honest display of joy and happiness that did not implicate murdering her enemies. Like, can you imagine Cersei just got her head shaved and paraded naked in the streets of King's Landing and humiliated publicly in ways she never imagined possible, all the while she was losing control over her last son. And yet, when the news of her daughter's return reaches her, she smiles and excitedly runs to greet her. Then the smile just dies. And I guess the last shred of humanity that was left in her died as well. With Joffrey, she was hurt and angry. With Myrcella, she was just broken. And with Tommen, there was nothing. That's when you know that the little humanity and love that was in her was completely gone. Even with her pregnancy reveal later on, she's just robotic. It's easy to like Cersei in all her badass moments, but the soft, subtle and muted moments like these are the ones you will actually fall in love with her. It also shows how versatile Lena is as an actress, right? You also get to see streaks of her motherly instincts with Sansa. She called her the little dove. She may not have been nice to her, but she was honest. And you get to see a twinge of her motherly protectiveness when Sansa is all being naive and gullible. But just a twinge though, because it immediately turns to pity. You can't really tell if she's toying with her or trying to toughen her up for the real world. They did have some real moments, like during the Battle of Blackwaters when she's drunk, she tells Sansa how miserable she is. Knowing Cersei showing a sign of weakness to anyone is actually quite a big deal. And to think about it, Sansa is just Cersei with a bigger heart and better morals, I guess. You also get to see Sansa's admiration for Cersei towards the end when she's having a conversation with Jon Snow. She tells him not to underestimate Cersei because she's always won. And Jon Snow is immediately taken aback because he senses admiration in her voice, and she tells him that Cersei did teach her a great deal about life. Maybe one of the reasons why Sansa became a survivor. Now let's talk about Cersei's badass movement, starting with the iconic power is power. The way she says, "Oh wait, I changed my mind." Yes, queen, subdue that cockiness. Next one is with Cersei and Marjorie. Oh, Marjorie, so young, so smart, so pretty. You should have gone easy with the gloating though. Cersei again proving power is power by blowing up the sept. And boom goes Marjorie, the religious extremist, the High Sparrow and his team. Not to forget when she took revenge on that nun Septa Anella. She had it coming though, like, come on. Shame, shame, shame. Yeah, when she slaps Joffrey, like, come on, we all wanted to slap him at that point. Though I wouldn't blame him for questioning his lineage. That's his right? Oh wait, there's one more. Her lack of awe when she sees the dragon, like everyone is scrambling to have a look, but she's like, meh. I'm sure that there are many more, but I cannot recollect them for now. I know I said Cersei is my favorite characters in the beginning, which she is, partly because of Lena. It's all good when I'm watching her in a show. I wouldn't like being near someone like that. She's petty, spiteful, filled with hatred and fear. And yeah, she's good with the revenge game, but is she an able administrator? Does she know what to do with all the power she's consumed? I don't think so. You know whose company I would really like? Tyrion. How fickle-minded am I? Started off glorifying her and totally Jenga collapsed her in the end. Oh well. That's it for the video, and I'm sure I missed out a lot, but if my mind gets bored and lethargic, it's hard to persuade it to continue on the same topic. Usually I switch doing something else and then get back into it, but I don't want to do that now, okay? I just don't. Like I said in the beginning, I'm trying to end this GOT hiatus, like no more.